Hi there and welcome. In today's video I'm going to be talking about different sleeves you can put on a straight sheared top. This is the latest top that I've done and it's literally a very like Georgette type fabric, and what I've done is you can either wear the sleeves up like this or you can put them on the top of your arms, and you've got these lovely floaty sleeves. Now on the ends there's a lot of shearing on the end, and you can do these tight if you want, but I've done them to like it comes down like that, like a triangle if you like, because I didn't want them super tight over my hand, and I've left about 1.5 inches to give me a frill, because I've left a frill on the bottom of the sheared top. Now these sleeves are very simple to make because basically it's just an oblong of fabric. Now when it comes to measuring, I can't give you measurements because we're all different sizes. You've got different width arms to what I've got. I would always recommend going bigger than smaller, because if you find that it's too big you can always downsize it, and then when you're doing your seam, when you come to the shearing, make sure that you're doing several back tacks over where the elastic is so it's holding it in place. So that's not a problem if you're going to make it a little bit bigger and then have to downsize it. I did have to do that with one of my tops. But I love how this has turned out, and I think I want to do a white one for summer. But like I've said, the shearing, I'm going to put a link in the end how on the video that I've done how to shear tops, because I've already got a video out on that, because this particular video is just on different sleeve options. So this is one option. Every one of these tops, the sleeves are attached the same way and they're stitched under the armpits. So when you've got your top, this bit, you'd lay it down, you've got your side seam if you're having it on the side, and then you work out, put a clip in for the opposite side, so you've got a half and half. Then you attach the sleeve, so you've got your seam there that you've made your loop with on the sleeve, attach it to the side seam, and you're stitching between 2 and 2.5 inch to attach them together. And then the same on the opposite side where you've got your seam running under your arm there. Now the hardest thing when you're doing sheared, anything sheared really, is working out measurements. But the thinner the fabric, the better shearing you're going to get. Once you start going to thicker fabrics, it doesn't gather as well as what a thin fabric would be. And it is trial and error when you first start doing sheared tops, because I haven't always got them right. Some's really not gone according to plan. So if I'm in any doubt now, I'll make them bigger and downsize them, so that I don't, but I mean, it's not a problem with me, because if they end up too small, I've got 2 daughters that will get them, so it's not a problem with me with that. But if you're going to buy fabric, and if it's expensive fabric, you want to get it right. So if you've made a few, you sort of get an idea, if it's a similar type of fabric, the measurement that you need. Now any of these tops that I'm showing you with the sleeves, you can do the sleeves to any length you want. These are quite a deep sleeve where I've done it coming just off my shoulder, and then it's just about 2 inches shy of my elbow. But if you wanted to go deeper, you could do. It's entirely up to you. And again, these sleeves is just a tube, so it's just a case of cutting an oblong piece of fabric out, putting your right sides together, stitching your seam so you've got a tube, and then you're doing your shearing. But the thinner fabric that you do, the better sheared effect you're going to get. This is quite a thick top, and I did have to downsize this one because it was just wasn't gathered enough because of the thickness of the fabric. So I did downsize it, but like I said, when I did the seam, I actually back tacked over where the elastic was all the way down, so that that elastic is secure in place if you do have to downsize. But this again is such a simple and easy sleeve to do. And with the shearing, like with these, they're about 1 centimetre apart, but if you wanted to, you could go narrower. It's all down to personal preference. So for the next few tops that I'm going to be showing you, they're actually my daughters. So I've just took my arms out of this So I'm going to start off with this one. This is Paige's top, and she loves these style of sleeves. She really does. So on this one, you can see it's got tight shearing. They're a lot nearer together than what they are on this top. That's mine. But then you've got this fullness to the sleeve. And this, again, you could do this. Let me just get it on so I can show you. So that's the sleeve. And again, you could put it up if you wanted to, but this is how Paige wears it on the top of her arm. But you could make these, because this is just the frill of the fabric, because obviously that's been pulled together with the shearing, but you could do that long if you wanted, so you've got a lovely long floaty sleeve. You could do it to where your wrist ends or come halfway past your hand, but always bear in mind, as I always say, to put your seam allowance on it so they don't end up being shorter than what you wanted. So again, this is such a lovely style of sleeve to have on a sheared top. Now this is one that is Katie's. It's got beautiful, beautiful print, this. And the sleeve on this, let me just pop it on. Can't put the bodies on because they're too small for me. This one, absolutely love this sleeve. You can just see there, it's like a milkmaid top. So you've got 4 rows of stitching at bottom, 4 rows of stitching at the top, and it's a little bit wider than the last one that I showed you. But what you can do with this is you can pull this area in the centre to give you that puffiness on the sleeve, so you've got a bit of a milkmaid top. This one, again, I think this is Katie's top. This was a skirt that I'd got, and I took it out at wardrobe and thought, you know what, I'm never going to wear that as a skirt. But if you look at that, you can just see that it's really, really small gaps in between where it's been sheared. In fact, you might see better on the inside, look there. They're really, really tiny. So that's made it pull in further. So there's no way this would fit me. I did get it on, but it was like, like putting a super tight corset on. Anyway, let's get back to the sleeve. So this is basically the same sleeve as the last one that I've just showed you, but a shorter version. So you can see there, it's a cute, short sleeve that, again, you could pull that middle bit if you wanted to gather it, or just pull it down. And again, on this one, I think there's only about 3 rows of shearing on the top and on the bottom. So on the bottom 3, top 3. And again, that makes such a cute sleeve, doesn't it? And again, you could make these long and just keep doing sheared, gap, sheared, gap, sheared, gap, sheared, gap. There's so many different ways you can do these sleeves. Now, I'm 60-year-old and I only started shearing about, I don't know if it's a year or 2 years ago. And I wish I'd have done it when I was younger, so I could have made my young daughters beautiful dresses with the sheared top, jumpsuits, so you've got a sheared top and attach some trousers to them, or just sheared tops, and you can do crop ones. You could even do a bikini top in shearing. So you've got so many options when it comes to shearing. But I hope this has given you insight into thinking the different types of sleeves that you can use, because there'll be other options that I haven't showed you today. It's just a case of using your imagination and then putting it to work. So I hope this has been useful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so. And if you're a regular viewer that's already subscribed, thank you so much for watching and coming back, because I really do appreciate it. So take care for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.